Welcome back, humans. We're back with another fucking Wednesday, middle of the week vent session. I'm back. Got my boy back in here, and
Back
we're
up in
doing
this
it
bitch.
again
Batman Robin host.
for another vent session. I just broke my knuckle. Damn. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh damn.
No, I'm just kidding. It's a little dislocated, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. But so I was telling you earlier before I had to start rolling because I had to tell you about. I was telling you about Master P's new food products,
Yeah.
and you were just like super surprised by it.
Yeah, I'm like I was totally in the dark on that. I had no idea all that was going on.
So, yeah, he's got cereal. He's got all kinds of ramen noodles. He's got he's got shoes and clothes, like all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
He's got like
yeah,
975 wrappers. Remember when he was like back in the day? It was like No Limit had a new rapper like every week.
Right. He's like, oh shit! Next Saturday, somebody else dropping.
It was like the iPhones and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like the new No Limit 75 coming out by June. And they all had that one Soldier song where they would fit everybody in it. But they added so many people in there. That song was like longer than that one Stairway to Heaven song. You said it was like long, like 12, 13 minutes.
Right. Like I took a bathroom break, went got something to eat, and came back. Track was still going. Had
For
been
real.
paused or nothing. Still had like 9 minutes left in the song.
It's like, oh,
what
I didn't
the
hear
fuck?
I didn't hear Mystical yet. I still got time. We'll go back, go to the bathroom and shit, come back.
It's like Mystical got on the label, and Snoop, and everybody and their mom, and everybody had wasn't really like no whack ass rappers though on No Limit. Like I gotta say, but dog,
It was just so many.
Like Master P had the tank, and there was so many fucking rappers under there. They couldn't hold him on the tank no more. The tank was breaking down. Like
The tank was breaking. They had to like get like cargo fucking helicopters and shit, or them big fucking flatbed trucks, like the military flatbeds.
Helicopters like hovering over.
Like we went and seen him at the Silverdome, and there was all kinds of fights before the shit happened. Scarface was there, and the Silverdome. I don't know if they tore it all down by now, but
oh yeah, the Silverdome.
yeah. So we're there, and they were turning on the house lights. There was like so many fights going on. They're like, you guys cannot do this no more. If you guys do it again, you're not gonna make it to the main event, which was No Limit. And they fucking then they said we're gonna keep the house lights on. So we're at the concert. It's like bright lights on from all the bullshit going on, and here they go, and like it was like fuck, I don't know how many people were on this stage. It was like all the fucking soldiers or whatever. It was like. They had more people than the main floor. It was fucking crazy.
Right.
And everybody had a microphone.
Off the stage, we're gonna fight the whole concert.
And they all had a mic. They all had a fucking mic. They was all out there fucking. Their shit was on point. They was on punto. Like they was harmonizing.
Everybody had a mic.
Yeah, they was all on the
It
mic.
was like 45 mics. On the,
Sound
on the
systems
stage.
was stretching
Right.
it. The speakers was out like fucking ostrich necks and shit.
They
Like,
was out like,
yeah, they was boosting them.
He said the speakers for real was like, nah.
Yeah.
For real.
So then the fights broke out. We heard like 3 No Limit songs, and we got to like maybe I think on the third song.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me there actually was a limit?
Yeah, there was an actual
The
limit.
Like, that
They were
shit
like,
was
oh,
over.
that's the limit. The cops was like, this is done. And they just ran off stage. It was crazy as hell. And I'm telling you, it was banana. It was like, we got to 13 artists before they cut that third song off. Because there was still like, I think 42 to go. So we were like, man, we didn't get to this corner yet. And they fucking cut the lights off, cut the power off, and they ran off stage. And everybody started going crazy. They tear gassed us. And shit, we got tear gassed.
Wait a minute. He said turn off the power and ran off the stage. Like,
They did. They
out.
cut the power off on the stage, like boof,
He
with the
like,
lights was on.
He was like, poof, we out. This
Yeah,
bitch.
and they all just scattered. It was like boom, and you seen limos and trucks and shit pull off right on the fucking Silverdome ground. They were just like drove off the fucking stadium, and the fucking cops just popped out there everywhere. It was like fucking like when the black ants come out and the little ants come out. You know the ones that eat all the wood, the carpenter ants.
Yeah.
And they just come out on the little guy. That's what it looked like. They all just appeared, and then here they come, poof, like just right around the corner, like the tree broke, and you saw how bad the damage was. Because they just started shooting gas at everybody to get everybody out the Silverdome. That was my first time ever being tear gassed. It was fucking shitty.
He said it was the first time, so there was another time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And but
Like,
we
it's
won't get to
happened
that.
more than once.
Yeah. That's maybe episode 70.
So next week,
Yeah. We got time
we got time today.
for real.
It's just, hey, but on a real note, we totally forgot about Master P and
His food.
pancake mix. Like,
Yeah. Well, it brought me
upset.
up to their concert, and I just got all mad. I didn't get a refund.
Did you just do a rando?
Yeah. I randoed it. This is Rando First Blood. Since you're Rando Calrissian, I was Rando First Blood just now. I'm just going through town.
He's like, I was just trying to get something to eat, and he's like, I don't know what's going on.
His fucking accent was crazy.
No, dude. I know we're all off subject. Just speaking of that accent, dude. That dude's voice is like, it's a one. You would recognize his voice out of anything.
Yeah.
For instance, 10 people could talk and you'd hear that voice. You'd be like, oh, that's Sylvester Stallone.
Is Stallone
like, I know
here?
that, right?
Was that Sly?
Was that Slash?
Was that
Stallone?
Rocco? Rocco!
And he comes in, he's like, "Yo, Tommy, and then I treated you like a family, like a son of mine, Tommy." And it's like Tommy's like,
Yeah, Tommy Good.
Tommy's like, "I'm about to die of AIDS in a couple of years. Can we just get the scene over
Yeah,
with?
can we just
And
fight
scene."
already?
Like,
Ooh,
and scene.
Dang, you went there, didn't you?
Oh, what about him and the bug?
Yeah,
It is
you
what
went
it
there with
is.
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy's taking a gun in the ass. Got it? No, just
So-
let me stop. That ain't
You know how we brought up my brother last time and all that?
funny.
And we did like our little
Yes,
impressions
yeah.
and stuff. Well, I thought we would continue that little segment and we would call it Reconics. And I have a new word we
He
can
said
use for today.
reconics.
And I
That's
have a word we could
crazy.
use for today.
And what is that word?
Well, it's more of a phrase. It's 2 words. Oh, man.
Oh,
My brother is the originator,
no,
the creator.
of not the saying, "Oh man," but the way it's said.
Yeah,
he should have
it's
his
like New
tag
York,
on
the way they
that.
say, forget about it. It means like 19 things. You could like be surprised. Something could suck. Something could be awesome.
You could be mad. You could be like, "Oh man,"
Yeah, and then something could be shitty as hell. You're like, oh, man.
or you be like, or you can hit him with the dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, oh, man, dude. That's when somebody just disappointed you.
Yeah.
Right? He was like, oh, man,
Exactly.
dude.
Hey, dude, I swear to God, I wish you could just call Reek on the phone and put his voice over the mic
Right.
just so he could say it, so people would understand
Telling you.
why we feel it the way we do. Like
It's for real.
It's one of those things. I know it. You're not getting all of it the way we're saying it.
It's like, how
but
excited were you
there's-
today?
Right.
Oh, man.
Right. There's an
How you feeling
emotion.
today on a bad mood? Oh, man.
When Reek does it, there's an emotion, there's an intent, there's a feeling behind those words.
So
like,
nowadays he added, nah, I mean.
not me,
Nah, I mean.
not nah me,
Yeah, he added that one now.
like y'all mean, like nah me.
Yeah, he's like, nah, me. So that was my Reconics word of this episode. So if I got another one, I'll
next
throw another
week.
one out. We'll probably have to go deeper in depth on dur on the next one.
Dude. Like
Because I got the
said before,
backstory on that.
I know people hear me say that. I even say that even in typing, like on Facebook. I'm like, dude, these dudes or that dude, whatever.
Yeah.
And I say it. I know I probably look in each episode of us doing this. You probably hear me say it at least 30 or 40 times. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, and I
Like,
got the backstory on where that came from, like the actual why he rolled the R like that. It's funny as hell, man.
Right, and I got it from Reek all those years ago, just saying, dude.
So, dude, I got some crazy stories for you.
Oh shit!
I was fucking around and I saw some shit.
Fire shot! Shots
Yeah.
fired!
Shots fired.
Fired!
Fire in a hole.
Fired!
Throwing frag. I'm about to throw a frag on that.
Frag.
Throw the grenade. So, anyways, this doctor, not from India, he was an American doctor.
Right.
I mean, he looked kind of like he was from there, but he's speaking totally awesome English. So, I don't know. You could be the judge because I'm sure you guys will look this video up. So, this doctor busted a woman for cheating on her husband because he found.
Wait a minute, the doctor busted her. What
Yeah. So, I'll get into the story. I guess I'll give you the story first. So, the doctor ended up catching a wife in an affair. So, she went in with pains in her vagina and stomach, and she was having problems and stuff. And so, her and her
somebody
husband.
straight beat it up.
So her husband and her weren't having sex and stuff for 3 weeks because of this issue. And so they were all talking. They went to the doctors, and he wasn't feeling good. And the doctor's like, "Are you okay, man?" Because he was kind of like coughing and stuff in the doctor room and limping a little bit. And they're like, "Are you sure you're all right, man?" And he's like, "I'm good. We're here for my wife, and this and that." And she's like, "We're here for me." And she's all like, I guess the lady had they showed like a reenactment. And the lady was
Right.
being like real snobby. She's like, "We're here for me, not him," and even though he looked all kind of pale and fucked up, like something was going on.
He's like, he needs medical attention.
Yeah, this
too.
dude might need a defibrillator or something. Like, shit was looking weird. Like, even when you watch the reenactment, like, they fucked my man up, making him look all, like, olive green and shit. He was just like, and he's all swallowing weird and shit.
He
You know
looked
what I'm
like
saying?
a spoiled Aquaman.
Yeah, he's all
Spoiled.
fucked up. He was all like he was transitioning into Gumby. And he got
Wow.
stuck. And he got, like, paused in the middle.
Half
Like,
morph.
the VHS
He
broke, he
half
had to fix the
morphed.
tracking. Because it, like, so he was in the middle of that color. You know what I'm saying?
He said the contrast.
You remember the contrast and shit? So,
He said he was caught between the train.
Yeah, so my man's all fucked up looking at. I mean, describing that color right there, you know he's fucked up. You
right.
know.
Like,
So
you got a bad case of jaundice.
so they go and test her blood, and they go and give him a test, and then they said the doctor wanted to test him for gonorrhea because he had a feeling he was showing signs of like he had an STD. The doctor's like, this is weird, and then she walked out to the hallway and to the doctor, and she goes, I think he's cheating on me or something like that, and this is what happened. This is why I feel like this or whatever. And so the doctor is acting like the relationship's really weird. So he's telling the story like, this is kind of weird. She's like jumped out at me so aggressive about this. She's all like super defensive right off the bat. It's like a red flag, you know what I mean? So he goes to check her, and the nurse next to her gets sick and runs out and starts throwing up. And she's pregnant, so like she's having issues with that. So the wife was all offended.
Yeah, she's pregnant too?
The nurse was was helping
this
the doctor.
Like some All My Children's General Hospital type shit.
So the doctor's like, I need somebody to be with me to do this examination. I can't just do this by myself. And so I got to find another nurse because the one nurse was pregnant and she got sick from, maybe the aroma or something. I don't know what. Because when I guess you're real sensitive to things when you're pregnant.
Right, yeah.
So he gets another nurse comes in, or the other nurse comes back, something like that. And he goes in to see what's going on. So he goes in, he's got to find around. She's having some pain, so he goes up by the cervix area, and he finds something. He says, you could see it, So I don't know, like, what he did. I don't know if there was, like, a camera, or he was, like, and, like, you could see it. Like, I don't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he did. Some Trump hands and, like, open some shit up. He's always playing that accordion. He was, like, fucking stretching it out. I don't know. So he was like, you could see it, according to him. So he grabs this object inside of her, takes it out and shows her it, and the husband starts flipping out. It was a used condom. He says, we haven't used a condom in 5-6 years or whenever he got a vasectomy. And she had a condom inside her, which was like recent. They said they haven't had sex in 3 weeks. So she was having an affair with somebody else. My man left the shit in her, and she got busted. Yes.
When being a hoe goes wrong.
Right. That keeping it real dial went a little too high up.
Right. She should have. Ooh. And you can't even.
And the doctor, too,
you can't
man.
even lie about it.
He said he was keeping it. Like, even the nurses were saying how he kept, like, his game face on the whole time because he wanted to just tell my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember in Me, Myself, and Irene? And they wanted to tell my man, like, those weren't his kids. And he was like, you ever notice your kids got the all year-round tan?
Right.
And he's like what are you saying?
He's like, that water just rolls off those boys' hair.
Yeah. He's like, so what are you saying?
He's like, them kids' things is bigger than them sausages.
Yeah,
on
Jesus
that
Christ.
grill.
The dicks are bigger than sausages.
Right. Bro.
So it was like one of those things. The doctor would want to have one of those moments, but he couldn't, and he kind of was like giving him that look like,
bro, I want to tell your wife hoe.
There's a rubber in here. Like he wanted to just yell, your wife's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like he wanted to do it, but he didn't do it. Right. I thought he bitched out. No, but he kept his cool, man. He did it. He had his game face on for sure,
right,
man.
He had to. Because he couldn't just be like, bro, you see this, right? You ain't hit it. Y'all don't use condoms.
The actor they had playing the husband, you know how I told you he looked all pale and all that shit? And the doctor said he tested him for gonorrhea just in case it was something. And she just had an infection from the object being in her. And he was all like, we haven't used a condom in 5 years since my vasectomy. And like he did it all like super dramatic, dude. It was awesome.
I want to see that.
It was probably his best acting when he yelled that part because the rest he was all like looking sick as fuck. He was in like that herpes commercial and shit. Like, I'm cured, but he wasn't. It was like the before part.
I can honestly say, I mean, it's some of the craziest shit I've done in my life. I'm surprised, but I've never had an STD in my entire life. Not even close to one. Like,
that's good. Not even close. We didn't even pass lanes.
Right. People know me. Like, I'm about my health. Like, if I have a fucking cold for more than 3 days, like, dude, I'm making a doctor's appointment. Like, this shit ain't cool. This ain't no rhinovirus. What the fuck is going on?
My buddy got burnt his first time.
Oh, see?
The first time he had sex, he got an STD.
Dude, true story.
True story.
Just speaking of STD, and I know this is totally off the subject, but I'm going to say this, fuck it, it is what it is.
We're talking about STDs, but is this another, like, perm commercial?
No.
Okay, proceed. My bad.
Damn, I don't even know I forgot. I don't even know I don't know if I even want to tell this story. Like, no, because nothing bad happened. Check it out. I thought one time that I caught an STD. I didn't even know. But we literally just got done. I mean, like, bam, just got done in a moment. And
like a literal moment. No, I'm just kidding.
Could be whatever.
Just playing.
But I had to use the bathroom, of course. You got to pee and all that shit, right? So I go to the bathroom. Now, mind you, I've never had an STD, so I don't know how fast they take action. But we had literally just got done. I just went from the bedroom to the bathroom, like, had to pee.
Right.
And I go to pee, right? And all of a sudden, I'm getting this feeling like something's cutting me.
Oh,
like,
shit.
Like, I'm, like, want to stop peeing. Like, I'm seeing, like, tiny, like, drips of blood, like, coming out the end of me, right? I am flipping, dude. I'm like, I had to stop peeing. Like, I'm in tears. Like, no, but tears rolling down my eyes because I could have been pissed. And I'm thinking, my whole mind is, everything inside of me, I'm not saying it, but my mind is like, I'm going to kill this chick. That was my instant thought. Like, oh, my God.
You did this to me.
Right, this is what I'm thinking. And, dude, like, let's say it doesn't seem like a long time, but about 3 minutes later into this, I'm finally, like, whatever it is inside of me comes out. I got the toilet seat up, of course. I see something. I hear tink and something. I see, like, this little black fucking looking like a little microdot. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm like, is this a bug or something that just came out the end of me? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, so I grab tissue, wrap it around my finger, and I dab it. I'm like, is this a bug or something that came out of me? And I'm looking at, like, under a light or something.
Was it an alien fetus?
No, dude. I passed a fucking kidney stone. Damn. And I had no idea what it was. But, I mean, like, I'm tripping. I'm in the bathroom I'm Googling this shit. Like,
oh, my gosh.
And I seen pictures when I, put it in and described it. It came out as, like, kidney stone. Then you hit image and it shows you what and I had, like, and I'm like, this.
Damn.
Dude. And it's crazy, dude. Coming through the feeling.
Yeah.
Felt like it was something this big coming through me, bro.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, it was like the size of the tip of an ink pen or something. It was tiny as hell. When it came, like, I was freaking. Like, after that, it took me a minute just to, like, catch my breath and, like, okay, come back to reality. Like, oh, my God, I just passed a kidney stone. Because this wasn't something crawling on me. It just came from inside me. And then, like I said, it hit the toilet, and it was like a tink. Like, you could hear a tiny little tink sound.
It was
like
a rock.
Dude, right.
Right.
And when it hit it, like, I heard it. I'm like, the fuck was that? It made a tinking sound, like, coming out. Like, what the fuck?
You just piece of metal?
Dude.
You're like, doctor, what does it mean when fire shoot out your dick?
But the funniest, but the funniest part of that, though, is the chick, she never knew what had happened from the time she was still laying there in bed. She had no idea what had transpired since I got up and walked to the bathroom and came back.
Right, the murder plot and all that.
So when I get back to the bed, she's like, throws her arm around, like, oh, you okay and everything? And I'm like, thinking my mind, I didn't even mention it to her. I'm like, yeah, but I'm thinking to myself, like, you had no idea what the fuck was about to happen to you if I would have had an STD just now from you, because, like I said, it was weird to me, like, oh my God, we literally just got done, and now all of a sudden I'm having this pain. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Imagine that happens.
Imagine what was going to happen to her in the case I was going to catch.
Exactly.
If that
So,
would have been the reality.
Imagine that pre-smartphone. She would have been dead.
Yeah, because if I couldn't look,
you probably
would have
freaked out.
I would have. She would have been dead.
You can't look that up on a Nextel.
Hey,
you can't chirp a motherfucking search.
She wouldn't listen. She would
like,
have
hey,
been dead.
A rock just fell out.
She...
A bloody rock just fell out my dick. Chirp. And somebody else is like, I ain't answering. You answer that fucking call. That ain't happening back then. She probably would have died.
That was.
You probably would have died.
Like I said, that was the only time I thought I had an STD, and I found out it wasn't. I was like, oh, I passed a kidney stone. I was like, I guess that's better than STD. It hurt like a motherfucker, though, bro.
Because you could have died.
Right. I don't wish that shit on nobody, bro.
We don't want you to die.
No. A kidney stone? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, forget that.
Man. That shit just had me. I don't even believe I just put that kind of information about myself out to the world.
Well,
but
don't feel bad, because you want to know why?
Why?
This is perfect for me to segue into my next topic. You can never feel bad about something you do. Yeah. Never feel bad for being evil. No. But it's a perfect setup for my next segue here to this next topic. Mr. Pope Francis himself. Damn,
Pope.
I almost sound like Obama right there. The Pope Francis. It came out.
Pope.
He did something wrong. This information I'm about to tell you about Pope Francis may be new. Your feelings for Obama might change, and they may be new. All right, I'll get back to it. So anyways, the Pope Francis
Your feelings might be new.
has an Instagram. He's got an Instagram.
The Pope got it.
Pope's on IG.
Bro.
Got way more followers than anybody.
It's like Jesus and then the Pope got more followers
Yeah.
on Instagram.
You think? I wonder what he's thinking right now with everybody with social media. Like, don't do it, and he did it. So he's got an Instagram, and his account or whoever runs his account. People are wondering who runs the account now because he's catching a lot of heat right now because his account, like some super famous Instagram bikini model. It shows Pope Francis liked one of her booty pics. She's in a little girl pic with her booty all out and all that shit. It made like Google News, like Yahoo News. It made all the fucking Twitters and all that shit.
Like the Pope likes booty.
Pope was like, "Oh damn," and you know what I'm saying? And
You're going to hell, bro.
I didn't use the name in vain.
I'm just saying, you're going to hell talking about the Pope blessing
He did
booty.
it.
Pope blessing booty.
I didn't do. I smacked that. I did a smacking motion. I didn't know how to blessing motion. I intercepted it.
I'm not going to argue with Jesus over you.
I'm not either.
Like, if he tells you no, I'm like, hey, Haim, you heard what God's son said, right?
He knows what I meant.
Yeah, God's got to have a sense of humor, bro. He has to.
So yeah, his account or whoever runs the account, or that's what's happening right now. And this girl was in a real. That's what her whole picture, her whole profiles is. She's known for doing those sexy pictures.
Right.
And so they got the actual picture that was liked on the article and everything. I'm like, oh my God.
Now they got the Pope out there liking booties. Like, hey,
Yeah.
He's still human. He's still human.
Or how's it go? Now donate some money. The basket comes out. You know what I'm saying?
Put the basket out like, splash.
He's like, I'm on her OnlyFans. Give me the basket.
Like drop 5 on the driveway.
Yeah, drop 5 in the driveway.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, we'll keep it right there. Rob's previous episode.
You go.
Yep.
And we're back.
So you were telling me about some interesting product, and I thought we should share this with our viewers. And so go on and tell me what's up.
Oh, the cereal thing.
Yes, because I brought up the Master P food.
You brought up the Master P thing, and
we got way out of it.
Right. I know about a cereal, I guess called Bootios from like WWE wrestling or whatever.
Bootios.
I'm like, I had heard of it before, and I
God.
thought it wasn't real. I thought this
Bootios?
shit, I was like, oh, this
like
is,
kid cereal?
Yeah, kids, bro. I'm gonna have to look it up and show you while we're here.
Oh my gosh! Pull that up.
Yeah.
Bootios.
Let me do that.
You can do the Bootios.
The Bootios.
Like, what are the songs?
I'm about to show you.
Bootio.
I'm just gonna show you what I know about it.
Bootios. Join for your breakfast. It's a nutritional treat. Bootios.
I've seen it on. Hold on, bro.
Where did this?
Here it is.
Bootios.
Okay.
Real product.
Yeah, real product here. How do we?
People, humans.
Anyway, can show this on the camera?
I'll have to do a cutaway.
Do a little bit there.
No, there's gonna be too much glare. I'll put a picture up.
Oh, so check it out. It says detailed.
Yeah, describe that shit.
Says
with your blind ass.
over.
You read a prompter like Biden.
Hey, look. It says details.
All right.
The official cereal WWE is the New Day professional wrestling group. Sweet, crunchy oat cereal with marshmallows in the shapes of unicorn horns, trombones, and booties. Booties. Includes collectible box filled with 11.5 ounces of sweet, crunchy Bootio cereal.
Oh, my God.
Colorful collectible box features activities and the New Day catchphrases. Bootios, make sure you ain't booty. Just add milk and feel the power.
Make sure you ain't booty.
Are you fucking kidding me,
Oh, my gosh.
They said make sure you ain't booty. Wait a minute.
So it's based off a wrestler?
Wrestlers, a tag team of wrestlers. Let's see. Overview. Videos, stories. I don't know. Let me see.
Bootios.
Stores, look. Yep. $12.99 a box.
Damn.
They selling these bitches on eBay for $100.
This is about the price of a fucking Blu-ray.
Look, for $100, they selling these bitches on $71 a box on eBay.
Because they probably won't put them at Kroger's and shit.
Bootios. They
Bootios.
said,
You can buy like
Hold
Master
on,
P's
wait
at
a
the
minute,
store.
wait a minute, wait a minute. Look, dig this, what it says, bro. I'm just like, this shit can't be real.
What are you doing?
It says, I was once pretty booty, now I'm 110% not booty. The unicorn cutout is a perfect for masquerades and convenience store
Oh my
robberies.
gosh. Oh, for the back of the box, got a unicorn mask.
Yes, it said.
They still do
Wait
that
a
on
minute,
cereal?
though, but it said the mask is perfect for masquerades or convenience store robberies. Like you,
No way they still
yes,
do that on cereal, dude.
Man, what the? Come on, bro.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up on so many different levels. He said bootios. Make sure you ain't booty. That's what your kids at home ask for, some bootios.
Oh my gosh.
I wish the fuck I want to give my kids some cereal called
Coming to a
Bootios.
breakfast near you.
Right, bootios.
Demand them
Make
at
sure
your
you ain't
Kroger's.
booty.
At your
I'm
local
like-
grocery
I'm
stores.
like, bro, you can't be for real right now.
Wonder what the bulk box would be called. You know how you have like the family size, the big booty size, or
Big booty box.
yeah, the big booty box,
Hey, I don't know, but
the donkey box.
if my kid comes to me talking about something,
The
like
badonka
booty,
box.
something like that, I'm gonna have to check up on what he's watching first of all. Like, my kid's watching something that's talking about some bootio cereal. Like, hold on, let me check into that. Let me watch that myself, see what the fuck is going on. My kid's talking about some bootio taste cereal. I'm like, wait a minute,
So
I need to check into that a little deeper.
let's say we're in this modern age, and you have a child or you have some children, and you can monitor their like text
Man.
messages and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I'm just saying hypothetically. So before you get into all that,
severely hypothetical.
yes. So, okay, so your kids are like you're monitoring their text messages because you want to make sure they're not doing nothing crazy.
Right.
And you see in their text messages, "What you do this morning, man? I ate some bootios," and it was like your daughter, and like you didn't know what that shit was,
Bro.
and you saw her text, "I ate some bootios this morning,"
I don't think our relationship,
and then like,
relationship as father and daughter would never be the
and
same
then you're like,
after that.
and then
I
you
would
get up
be
a little
like,
after them, and they're like, you want me to make you some breakfast, and she's like, "No, Dad, I'm good, I ate," and then her and her brother just go and chill, all happy, running around. And little did you know, Grandma and Grandpa decided to order them box of bootios for him, and they just snuck them past you when he was hanging out that night.
some booty.
They brought some bootios over, and they're like, "Why are my kids hungry? They're just talking about they texting somebody they ate some booties. I don't know what's going on," and you'd be free tripping out.
Oh yeah, our relationship would definitely not be the same. After
My hair would
that.
fall
Like,
out. It would just be like
booty. Like what the hell?
it would just fall out in one swoop, like.
Hey, everything just bowled on there at that point, dude. I think I'll lose my mind if my kid came to come out. He's seen the text him I ate some booty this morning. I'll be like, what the? Yeah, I was violating your privacy by watching, but I'm glad the fuck I did. You
Yeah.
talking about eating booty for breakfast? What the fuck?
Damn. So, you been watching anything lately? Did you watch any movies or anything lately?
Not really. I've been kind of busy. Had a lot of other stuff going on, so I haven't really watched too much. I just posted, I think yesterday, that I was watching The Wire.
Okay.
And that's like my go-to show.
Because I was about to ask you that. What was your like go-to
Yeah, I was just watching.
movie when there's like nothing to go on or whatever,
Or, like,
or
movies
series or
TV
whatever?
Show. The Wire, I've seen probably, realistically, I've watched the whole series at least 15 times. I'm sure more, but I can solidly lock at least 15 times.
Okay.
And it's like my go-to show. Like, I don't feel like watching a movie or I feel like you didn't seen everything or whatever.
Yeah.
I go straight to The Wire. Like, okay, I'm gonna watch this.
Nice.
And go, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's my show. That movie-wise though,
Yeah. What's your movie?
there's a couple. Like Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence.
Oh,
is
that's a good one.
one of my
Come on, you New
Top-
York Cities.
one of my top 3 movies of like laughter, comedy.
Yeah.
That shit, there's not. Life is one of those movies where you could be flicking channels and catch it at any point in
Yeah.
the entire movie. You're going to catch something funny.
For sure.
There's no long time pause in a movie where it's like no comedy went on. Like every scene is something laughable. Like, dude, if someone watched that movie seriously and told me that they didn't think it was funny or they didn't like it, I would seriously question our friendship. Because I was like, if you don't think that's funny,
If that
dude,
movie don't make you
right,
laugh,
if
that's funny, man.
Right. If you don't laugh at that, bro, you either have no sense of humor or just something's wrong with you, period. How
Yeah.
could you not think that's funny? That Um, The Water Boy is one of my
Oh yeah,
like
that's a good one.
funny dude. I swear, the first time I ever seen that movie, I was in tears laughing, like like folded over in my seat, slobbing, tears rolling out
That
my
was such
eyes,
an
like
original character, man.
my
Bobby
face was,
Boucher.
dude, my face was hurting the first time I ever seen that movie, bro.
Now, did you see Adam Sandler's new film, that Halloween one? He has a new one on Netflix called Hubie Halloween, and that one is really good. I recommend you see it if you get a chance. That one is like one of his original Waterboy type characters, and it's a Halloween film. He just did it, and he's got actually a lot of new ones on Netflix if you ain't seen them.
I seen the one about him was selling like a stolen Jews. They was saying like Kevin Garnett or something. Something.
Oh, that
happened.
was Uncut Gems.
Dude, I didn't.
I'm
like
talking about it
that.
like that wasn't his original though.
Yeah,
That
bro,
was like,
I wasn't feeling that at all.
did you see the Do Over?
Yeah, when they're on the island, it was something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What about the one with the murder mystery?
Him and Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
That was all right.
that was kind of funny.
It was all right. I ain't gonna hate on it.
What did you think of what was it called? Father of the Year. It was like David Spade was like the dude's kind of like
see that.
trailer park dad or something.
I didn't see it.
It's pretty funny. He's like a Joe Dirt kind of dude, but he's got a kid and graduated college, and it's a fucking hilarious movie called Father of the Year. And him and his buddy come home for the summer before he goes to get his new job after graduating college, and they get drunk and they say, "I bet you my dad could whoop your dad's ass." And his one dad's like real preppy, nerdy scientist guy who probably couldn't hurt a fly, and his wife like runs the house and shit, and the dad is like this stoner alcoholic dude, the other kid, and the little short Joe Dirt looking dude. And the guy's like, "I think my dad would whoop your ass. He's fought before. My dad fights like a bunch of times." And like, even though he lost them all, but he was like, he fought a bunch. So it's a funny ass movie. I recommend you see that one.
Wait a minute. He said he fought a bunch. Like he
Yeah.
ain't won no fights, but
Yeah,
he was
I added that
playing.
part. He did put that in there, but he was like trying to say that his dad fights a lot. But in the movie, they show that his fights he lost. He even lost a fight to the that little blow up thingy that they have at the car dealerships that goes like.
Yeah. Whacking fellow
Yeah,
guy.
he even tried to rematch in the movie and fucking still lost. It was fucking fair. It was funny. He tried to rematch.
Whacking fellow guy.
He tried to like jump up on the side, like caught him slipping, but still lost. It was funny, man.
Oh my god.
So I brought that up because last night I watched a pretty good one, man. It's an older film, like maybe early 2000s, and it was a pretty awesome film. And it just brought me. It was called Lords of Dogtown.
The skateboarders.
Yeah,
man.
that was a bomb movie, man.
God, I
and
love that.
I haven't
fucking
seen it in a
movie.
while. I broke it out of my little collection here, and broke out the PS3 to put the Blu-ray on or whatever.
Yo.
And it was a bomb ass movie. Me and my wife
That
watched it,
movie.
and I really liked it, and it was inspirational because I grew up buying those skateboards, Visions and fucking Powell Peraltas. You know what I'm saying? Like that was like that happened. Those guys were already stars when I was a kid. So like it was like when my brother and them guys was kids, those guys was kid. They were like at the same age. You know what I'm saying? So they were showing like all this stuff that you can't do now. Like it just shows you how times has changed. Like when they were out there just being free. Skating out there, being free,
Having
like
fun.
pulling pranks on cops, and the cops was cool with it,
Being
like,
kids.
and it's just so different now, man. And, that's a lost thing, and I hope it comes back. I hope eventually we get to come back to that shit. But that was a cool-ass movie, and I watched it last night. I really dug it.
I love it. As soon as you said Lord of the
Yeah.
Dogs, I was like, hell yeah.
But, yeah, man, I grew up with that was, like, my shit when we were kids. Like, everybody wanted the Vision Converse and all that stuff. Like,
Yo,
it was awesome.
yeah, the movie was badass.
And all those guys went to be, like, awesome. The one guy with the zipper on his head just became like a street legend type of dude, which is, and some people, is the greatest, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he ended up in Hawaii, like, surfing and making skateboards and shit and like that.
My man ended up in a wheelchair. And,
yeah.
Dude, my man on there made me think about it because he was one of the main characters on Lords of Dogtown. I cannot remember his name, but he was in that movie with Justin Timberlake and
Alpha Dog.
Yeah, Alpha Dog. He was the
he was like the dealer, main dealer guy.
Yeah, that thought he was Billy Badass. And then Jake Mazurski came over to whoop his ass, and he was hiding in the house, and he shit on his carpet.
That was a cool movie, man.
Dude, man, that was a badass movie, Alpha Dog.
if ever, like, if there's something on TV, like, I'll watch some of the ones that, usually run in. But if I get to, like, choose it, I'm going to pick this movie. There's nothing on. I feel like watching something, like, and I'm going to go action or I'm going to go something. I usually go, like, alien movies and shit. Like, I like alien movies. So there's this one really scary one I like to watch when there's, like, nothing on, just because it's like to me, it's got, like, a realistic feel to it because of the way they put everything together. It's called Dark Skies.
I've heard of that. I've never,
And
never seen it.
yeah, so it's a real scary alien film where people thought things were happening, like, paranormally, like they was seeing these things like what happened in the movie Exorcist, like the table stacking and all this weird shit.
Dude,
and they thought people were seeing, like, you were going crazy, like you got ghosts or something, but it wasn't. It ended up being like aliens at the end, dude, and it was like, man, that movie was so intense. I recommend you see it. But that's one of my go-to, like, films. Like, I like to see those, like, cool movies like that.
You're speaking of aliens, like, I honestly feel like if I came in contact with an alien, like, one-on-one, just, like, let's say I was out in the woods or something, you see something, and it just, and I seen one, like, one-on-one.
Yeah.
Unless it came, honestly, I think there would be almost a subliminal initial fear just because you'd be, like, the shock of it, like, oh, my God, I'm seeing an alien.
Uh-huh.
But I honestly think, like, I would probably just take a long pause for a second and not try to run nothing because I know me.
Right.
I would be in awe of it for a minute. Like, is this shit real?
Yeah.
And like I said, if it didn't try to attack me or approach me aggressively,
right,
I think I would stay there just for a minute, just because I would want to see, what is this thing about to do? Like, obviously, it's an alien. If it's going to try to hurt me, running ain't going to be like, this is...
It might have already done it.
Right, like this some shit is from another... Right, if it wanted to hurt me, it would have already done it. Or if I try to run and you feel like it's going to hurt me, he's going to catch me. Like, motherfucker, this is the alien. I'm not going to outrun him like, gotcha.
Right.
Like, man, get the fuck over here.
Like, first it can already travel interplanetary, which we can't do.
Right.
So we already know.
Right, like, this is above and beyond my
attacking would be off the move.
Right. This is way
a fire
above,
poker ain't going to do it.
Way above my pay grade right here.
A fire poker ain't doing it.
Right, but I think if I honestly did come in contact with one, I would wait. I would just be not like stuck, but just be in awe enough to minute that it wouldn't even. I don't think it would dawn on me to run or be in fear.
Yeah,
I would be in so much awe. Like I would have to see what's next. Like, what is this thing's next move? Is it gonna try to hurt me?
Yeah,
and I would like if it was like a standoff or something that was there and wasn't making a move towards me or anything, I would try to speak to it just to see, like, does it recognize the language? Like, can it,
almost like
communicate with me?
Almost like the street thing too. Like, you could feel that body language. Like, is this dude kind of like, is he sizing me up to fight, or what is he trying to do? Like,
is this a hostile or is it just
like, you can almost feel that.
Like, it's almost like an aura. Like, okay, there's the vibe you get.
There's this new show coming out in, I think, January of 21. It's called Alien 7. I think it's going to be a sci-fi series. It looks fucking awesome. This trailer's like...
Hold on one second on that same thing. I was just thinking because you were speaking of paranormal, but I was thinking just like aliens, something from outer space.
Right.
I would feel that. But if it was something paranormal, like I think I'd have an instant fear, though, of paranormal. Just because I'm like, unless this is God and an angel, like this is something... I mean, you're... conditioned all your life to think that anything paranormal or ghost-wise is almost something scary or sinister.
Well, that's why I brought this up, because it had like that kind of thing. How you said you would not attack first or make a move first. Like in this trailer, it's like a 7-minute trailer for the show. It looks amazing. So this guy is a doctor, and the alien, appears in his house. Like first he's invisible, then he turns around, the alien's there, and the first thing the guy does is attack him, and the alien kills him.
Right, like that was a dumb move.
Then takes his form, and I kind of and it makes to a cool series. The show looks amazing, but he takes his form, and all that kind of shit. But I just brought that up because of that. Like I felt like that dude. I mean, it would have made a boring show or whatever. But I mean, my man, maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe it would have been cool if they coexisted or whatever. But he struck first. He grabbed a fire poker type shit and was like, "What?" And this thing was like, "Nope." He had like a different set of arms over here, like. He had him grabbed him with this arms, and these other ones started choking him. And oh man, it was great. The trailer's amazing.
I gotta see that.
It looks like a great show. It's called Alien 7.
He said these hands was holding the other ones, just choking them.
Yeah, they came out of here like when you got that special cousin like I do or whatever with the short arm. But he had like 2 of them, so they came out and grabbed him. He used to always beat me in slap boxing because he would juke me, man. He would juke me with that one.
Wait.
But I'm not gonna go there because I don't want nobody
You
getting
said
mad
he
about it.
always beats
But
you
he was my
with
cuz, dude.
boxing.
He fucked me up
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
because I would show respect, and then I was like, man, that's a little too much respect now,
Hey, like you're
And he was
getting
still
out of hand
trying
with
it now.
though.
I'm like, look, it's different.
He's like you were tough back in like '91, bro.
I'll stiff arm him and shit now. Like, don't even do it.
Sit your
No,
ass
I'm
down. Sit your ass down.
Shut up,
Like,
primo.
oh,
Cheers.
Salute. Just did my shit from like, chill out, nigga.
Yeah, chill out now, man. We ain't doing that now.
Don't mush him and dish rag him. I don't know. Everybody knows what being mushed is. You know what being mushed is, right?
Yeah,
mush is the palm to the face, and I'm about to show y'all something because
No, don't do it.
I know, not.
No,
not
don't
to
do
you. No, there's a difference. I'm gonna show you the hand motion to the camera though. See, being mush, everybody knows is the full hand to the face,
Yeah.
fingers extended, push. Now, you can go a little bit more than that, and it's called being dish ragged. Dish ragged is when you're doing that. It's the same as a mush, but you grab the face and kind of twist their shit a little bit. You dish rag their ass, like, and then mush.
You gotta squeeze the water out?
Like, did you just shake their shit up, like, dish rag? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? You
man.
got ragged out, so you didn't get mush. You got dish ragged. Like, grab this shit and mush it out.
That's bad. I would have called it pom-pommed. You got fucking
Yeah,
pom-pommed.
because of this shake, I don't know. It's just
Right.
called
You
getting
got
dish ragged.
rod.
like,
Sis
oh,
boom bod.
dish rag. Man, you stupid.
So, well, that's what I always say. You got to stay in your lane. Like I said, you got to stay in your lane because you never know what could happen. You don't go in uncharted waters and think you're gonna go. You don't go to the ocean to fight a shark. That's why you got to stay in your lane. And I bring up the ocean because there's all kinds of crazy things that you hear about. A guy brought it up in a stand-up special one time, and he fucked it all up. But we're gonna do it the right way because we got the truth. We're speaking the truth.
Oh.
So you don't just go into the ocean and think like you're gonna be just chilling out, having a beautiful day.
No, because you got manatees, dolphins.
Yeah, and people always want to go
sharks.
tropical places, and I want to swim with the dolphins.
Hey, no. See, just the whole. I'm gonna tell you guys something I don't even know.
I want to dive in.
Right. Everybody's like, oh, we want to swim with the dolphins.
I want to swim with the dolphins.
And there's dolphins, there's porpoises, and all that type of shit. But
porpoises.
I'm gonna tell you like this: I don't ever want to be in the water with something too big for me to control if it gets out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not fucking around with no
You ain't in
walruses,
control in
no
there.
Dolphins, like. If I can't pull it, if it's too
An
big
angel
for me,
fish will fuck you up.
Right. If it's too big for me to pull up on the reel and pick it up out of the ocean, I'm not fucking with it.
No.
Like, fuck swimming.
If you're all kinds of weird colors and stripes, I ain't messing with you either.
I said all that to say this. I don't know what you guys know about dolphins, but
There's stories of dolphins.
anything.
You guys know the
anybody
stories.
knows, dolphins are mammals. They're the only mammal on Earth besides humans that have sex for pleasure.
Yep.
It's not all about mating and everything like that.
And they're very intelligent
And,
animals.
Yeah, highly intelligent, and like
Also, apparently pervy.
Yeah, extreme perverts. Not just with women. And you hear about these things happen. They won't let women go after menstruating or anything like that. They don't let them go, whatever. But
Dolphins trying to fuck them.
Dolphins apparently
Trying to bang.
they're not. I guess they bisexual. I guess if that's what you would call them, because they will do it to men too. And I know this for a fact because in my years of traveling, some places I've lived, I know a person that it happened to. Let's just put it that way.
So your friend got violated by a dolphin. The dolphin inserted. It went in there.
Yeah, slight penetration. He didn't get full throttle.
The dolphin free willy.
Right. He got fish fucked. I mean, and I don't want to call it that, but bro,
He got fish sticked.
You're right. I'm like,
He got a fish stick.
You not only did you get anally violated, but by an animal and another male animal. So you got like gay animal fucked or gay animal raped or something. I mean,
For
it
sure.
ain't funny, but I mean, it's
That
funny
dolphin
now
made you his
because it ain't
bitch.
me, but
That dolphin made you his bitch.
yeah, I guess
Y'all was
dude
soulmates after
I
that.
guess dude was swimming or whatever, or standing up in the water, and dolphin just was kind of like, was kind of aggressive, bumping him with it, whatever.
Oh,
till he
damn.
just like pin them against like the little wall part of the pool, like you would be standing up to get out the lip of the pool, and just kind of.
Oh my goodness! And just
I
impaled him.
Not like fully, but
made a popsicle.
Hey,
checked his oil.
Dipstick.
You just checked his oil.
Hey,
you're
on
like
some real shit though. I guess
you're a little low.
I guess it did go into. Now I don't know how far. I don't know.
You know he's not going to tell you how far.
Right.
But you know,
I didn't.
The rule of three. That's what I always say.
We didn't even get to all that.
The rule of three, dude. The rule of three. When they say one, you always, or whatever number, you always add three.
Right.
The rule of three.
I'm going to tell you this.
Like, it was just a tip, so it was like 3 tips.
When I first heard about it, I thought it was a joke. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Dang, that dolphin found Nemo. The dolphin went and found Nemo.
Bro, I laughed sometimes about it, just in like how we're talking about it now.
Yeah.
But I don't think every time I see that person or whatever, it's like an initial sadness for him. Like, damn, bro. But it is what it is. Like, it's my homie.
That dolphin was like, that's what you get for coming on the yard slipping.
Hey, couldn't have been me. Everybody that witnessed it or partook in it, everything would have died. Anything that was breathing and witnessed it would have died, bro. I would have lost my shit. Like, I just got animal fucking raped.
The dolphin was like pushing him to the wall. He's like, hey, what's going on here? He's kind of being friendly. And the dolphin's like, shut the fuck up. Where's Dora? Find Nemo, motherfucker. Shut up. Don't you worry about it. This is fucking out. He's like, this is what happens. This is what happens under the sea. Under the sea, it's just you and me and my dolphin PP coming up in you.
He's like, all up in the shell.
Yeah.
Hey, like, we laughing about it, bro, but can you imagine that? When he's like,
yes.
The initial pushback, like, doing like chicks do when you be too, oh, never mind.
Oh, my God.
That. Hey, stop pushing back on your dolphin. Like,
I'd be like, what's going on here? What's going on here?
Man, I can't, bro. Like,
he was overly nice to nature. It was like nature versus nurture, and he got nurtured the fuck out.
Bro.
Literally.
The fuck out.
He got bootios.
You ain't. He said he got bootios.
Damn.
He got some fish dick. Like I have fish dick.
Gordon's fish dicks.
No, fish dick.
Right, you got fish dicks. Gordon showed up, and all he had on was the raincoat. And fucking Flipper popped out. He was like, where's Dora?
God,
we are finding Dora.
And Nemo.
Yeah, Nemo and Dora just got found. And
Bro.
Dora forgot about it. You didn't.
Bro, all I know is you can't top a story like that. Just there's nothing. You know how people try to top people's stories and they're like, well, I got one better than that. That's it. It doesn't go no higher than that.
You may read about dolphins getting fucked.
But
or somebody getting fucked by dolphins.
Can't nobody top that story. That's a personal life story.
He knows somebody who got banged by a dolphin.
Shit, the person at the top talking to, that it's talking about, he got the story for life. Like, can't nobody, you can't nobody top his story. Can't nobody top his story.
Hell no. You know, every time he hears Madonna, he probably changes the words to that Madonna song. Like a virgin, he's like, fish insertion. Dolphin got me from behind. Fish insertion. Creeping on you from behind.
Hey, bro. Man, I'm telling you. Hey, I'm going to have to say a little prayer and ask God to forgive me for even talking about that, because that was wrong. My man is fucked up.
My bad for the song, too, man. I couldn't help it.
But,
sort of.
But better you than me, nigga. Oh, my God, bro. That's some shit that will have a motherfucker questioning if they want to live no more. Questioning their life. Like, that's the epitome. Like, what the fuck? I don't even know what comes.
Do you say that in confession, or do you just keep that till you get judged, to your moment of judgment?
Say what? What I just said?
About the dolphin, like, this is what happened. And if you ever go to confession, you know what I'm saying?
That's between him and Jesus, bro. Like,
yeah.
I don't even mention it. Like, that's not my life. It does not pertain to me.
That's crazy, though, going around, which brings me to some other things we could talk about, which is, we'll leave that alone for a minute. No, I was kidding.
He's like, put this shit on the back burner.
No.
Put it on the back.
Some crazy dating stories. Do you have any of those? I have one
Man,
that
I have a couple.
I could share one.
Um.
Mine's kind of like a short, quick, psychotic story.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right. While you load up your doozies over there.
No, I'm not. No, it would probably be like one of those either it will ever be said.
So, like, my buddy was hanging out. He liked this one girl, and she had a sister who was good looking, a lot of this stuff. So he's like, you get pulled into those kind of things. Got to be the wingman. And so I ended up, like, we were dating for a little bit. And, like, not really dating even. Like, I might have dated her like 3 times or something. Maybe. And it was nothing, like, sexually involved. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the third time, which was the final time, that was, like, not even your first. You know how you get, like, 3 strikes or whatever? There was, like, where it just passed them all. You know what I'm saying? Because it, like, scared the shit out of me. So, anyways, I show up. We're hanging out. And she looks like she was crying when I showed up.
No, not that.
I'm like, her eyelashes was all pinched up and all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the eyeliner was all fucking shit. All the eyelashes were all pinched together when you was crying. You had that Raggedy Ann looking shit from the doll where it's just like sticks because you was just wiping your tears away. I don't know what was going on. Like some bipolar stuff. I don't know. I don't really know.
But you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
That
all that information was new.
Right. Like,
it was new. To me, like all that experience was new. And so so I'm like, how you doing? And she looks at me and she smiles and her eyes was all red from like it looks like she was crying for like 2 hours while I was on my way there or something. I don't even know. It was fucking that shit was weird. So
for 2 hours while you was like, well, you hadn't even
hey,
left the crib yet.
You know when you can feel like weirdness?
Right.
I was like, I walked in the door and my buddy was like at the table back there with his girlfriend, her sister, and he looks over at me and he does this. And then I look at her and she's like, and she's all fucking looking like she was bawling, crying. I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Like,
did her dog die? Or cat die? Like, did a family member pass away? I didn't know what was happening.
Like,
but
what did I miss?
And then she's all like, she runs over to me and all this stuff. So this third date, she wants to like get like freaky. Like she was like, oh, let's get, I want to get freaky.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm a young guy. This is way before I was married and all this stuff. I'm a young guy, and she wants to get freaky. So I see on her inner thigh my name carved on her leg.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, whoa. Or in my brother's terms, oh, man. like,
oh,
no,
damn.
man, that was weird. That was totally weird. And it didn't look like somebody went and did a tattoo or something like that. It reminded me of like Marky Mark in Fear when he wrote like Emily Forever or whatever the fuck name. Yeah, and that shit like put pen ink in there. It looked all fucking weird. Like the letters looked all sliced up. Like you wrote Sinister in the DVD package and shit. I was like, or it looked like Slayer or something weird, dude. Like just all the letters was like different shapes and sizes with slices everywhere. And I think she tried to dot the I with like fucking 9 fucking diagonal cuts. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what? So yeah, that was one of my strange dating stories I got from you. I had to like run. And then my friend, like a long time ago, we was in a basketball league together, comes to me and says, so why'd you guys have a falling out? I was like, what?
Bro, that's so messed up. I'm not even going to go into some of these stories that...
You got to share at least something.
Man, okay. I dated a psycho Mexican chick back in the day. She was really pretty.
You had to put a culture on it.
Huh?
I didn't put a culture on mine. You had to go put the culture on it?
It was because, dude, it goes into the thing of, even Mexican, Latino women, period, are like, they're some of the most faithful or dedicated to their men. We'll say that. Latino women are. I would like dedicated. I mean, like, like I tried to break up with this chick a million times. This is no bullshit. Like, anybody that knows me knows about the psycho chick, Mary, that I dated years ago. This is a true story, bro.
I'll let you tell this one.
Like, I would try to break up with her, and she was like, wasn't having it. Like, just wasn't having it. Like, I'd be like, I'm done with you, such and such. And she would literally tell me, she's like, you are my man. I am your woman. I'm like, no, we're done. Leave me the fuck alone.
And then she would give you some, and you guys would be in bed. You're like, fuck, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right, and this is crazy. Like, in her mind, as long as we were together, neither one of us, she should never have to sleep alone in her bed, or I should never be sleeping alone in my bed either. She was gonna be in my house and sleep with me.
You guys
I
was like
gonna be in
semi
my house.
living together.
No, she lived in her place, I lived in mine, but
You guys
it
was bunking.
no, dude,
Bunk
it was
mates?
like, stop it. But she was like, either I'm coming over there and stay with you tonight, or you're coming up. Like I shouldn't have to sleep in my bed alone. I have a man. Like, why am I sleeping alone? And you know, sometimes you're at work and you come home and it's like, I'm not cheating. I'm not doing no stupid shit. I just got home. I've been outside in the cold for like 13 hours. There's been sometimes you come home so tired. You have dinner sitting on the table. You don't even make it off the couch. Wake up in the morning to go work. Still got your clothes on. Food still on the table. You just passed out. But she thought I was cheating on her if I did anything like that. Whatever. It was one of these things. Right,
Oh damn!
where I was like, and it happened.
She give you a dick check?
Dude, man, this chick did everything. Check it. Dude, like, I wasn't even...
People don't know about that nowadays.
Bro,
I don't think they do that.
I wasn't allowed to make eye contact with the waitress. We were ordering dinner or something. This is no bullshit, bro. I would have to look at my menu, like, look down like I wasn't... Dude, you don't even know. Like...
You was military?
Bro.
Instead of married? I'm married, but you were military?
Yeah, when I say... People think I joke about it when...
Are you scared to talk about it now?
No, shit.
Should I block your face?
No, I'm straight.
Should we blur your face?
Hey. But, bro, she tried to stab me in the face with a car key.
Dang. She self-defensed you.
Oh, man, no. She tried to stab me because...
I'm saying that's a self-defense move, they say.
Man, dude.
The car key.
I didn't even realize it till she went to, like, swing her hand. I grabbed her hand. And I seen, like, she's got the car key, like, between her fingers. And I'm like, what the hell? And I didn't even do anything. Like, there was times, dude... And my old roommate would tell you, my boy Brian, that you know.
Yeah.
They was there, dude. We were at my house. It was summertime. I'll never forget. And had a couple female friends over from work. And we were just chilling, drinking the beers, barbecuing. Summertime. We're chilling. It's Friday right after work.
Yeah.
So everything's cool, right? The people from work, they leave, you know, starting to wind down. And I say bye, what such and such, yeah. And I come back to go in my kitchen. And my girl, Mary, is standing there, like, in the doorway, right?
Dang.
And she's like, no, she's like, you fucking her? And I'm like, huh? Like, this is the older lady from work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I laugh. I look at her like this, like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, right. Like, you sitting here the whole time. We all just sat here such and such. So I laugh thinking she's joking, bro. Hi, on God and everything I love, this chick slapped me like Dragon Ball Z, bro.
Dang.
I mean, she's a little chick, maybe 112, 115 pounds. Dude, she slapped me so hard on God and everything I love, bro. It leaned me like almost to the Matrix where I was leaned over and had to actually like stand myself straight up. Like, what in the...
She lumbarred you.
Dude.
You did that where you needed lumbar support. You was like...
Look, my initial reaction was I pushed her like against the wall. Like, I didn't, like, hit her or no shit, but my initial action was, like, she slapped me and I pushed her. Like, what the fuck?
You got bobble-headed.
Right, but like I said, I didn't hit her or no shit like that. That was the initial reaction. She slapped the shit out of me and I pushed her back. Like, what the fuck is, you know? Yeah. But she hit, you know, bumped to the wall behind the kitchen. Long story short, my boy's room is on the other side of the kitchen. Brian and my other boy, Reg, come outside and they see me, like, standing over her, like, but I didn't do anything to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They grabbed me like...
That's what we all say. No, I'm just kidding.
They're like, dude, what the fuck's going on? They grabbed me, got me bear hugged. I'm like, let me the fuck go. Like, y'all don't know what just happened.
Right.
Like, y'all thinking this, but this chick just slapped the living fuck out of me, bro.
Right.
Like, I ain't did shit. She starts tripping, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I got her. My boy is trying to make her leave the house. He's like, where you got to go, such and such, whatever. At this point, she sees me restrained and feeling like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get you. Instead of her going out the door, she's trying to get around my boy to get to me.
Yeah.
While I'm being restrained. I'm telling my other boy, I'm like, dude, let me the fuck go. Like, you see what's going on right here. Like, I didn't touch this chick. Dude, I swear on everything. She creeps around my boy some kind of way and punches me straight in the mouth. I mean, split my lip open. Like,
dang.
Brian was holding me, and old girl was just like, bam, split my lip open. And at this point, I'm like, oh, I'm heated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm fucking heated. She thinks that she just hit me and they're gonna hold me. When she hit me, my other boy looked at Brian, was like, Brian, let that man go. Like, fuck that, let him go.
Oh
he
my gosh.
releases me and she goes to run out of the house, dude. I'm like, oh, okay. But we done. And my dumb ass, that wasn't the last time I dealt with her. I was
Damn.
just that stupid that I dealt with that much shit from her that I think the final straw is when she tried to stab me in the face with the car key. And at that point, I realized, like,
Yeah.
if she would have stabbed me in the face just now, I probably would have completely lost my shit and did something to her. You know what I'm saying? I would have ended up in fucking prison because she stabbed me in the face or took my fucking eye out with a car key.
I remember one time I was a young teen. It was like in the 90s, and like the gangs hit. I moved to Lincoln Park out of Taylor, so I was like from Chicago to Taylor to Lincoln Park. So I was in Lincoln Park, and it was like the gangs hit. Like I was just getting into like 8th grade, and when I was in Lincoln Park, there was no middle school, so you went right to high school in 8th grade. We was little ass kids in fucking high school with gang members everywhere, you know. And our neighborhood was so confused. You go like 2 blocks down, it was another gang. It was like, all right, motherfucker, I gotta like wear a fucking plaid or a rainbow fucking shirt because you don't know what color you're gonna I gotta wear. You gotta have like a fucking I don't know, man. I don't know what you can
Stay
wear.
neutral. Just stay on Southfield or 4th Street.
Thank God
Like,
for
don't
cross
go
colors.
north.
Thank God for cross colors and Slick. Slick had more colors than cross color did. Slick had some fake airbrush shit. It was all thick as hell plaster, glued to pants.
Kids had the picture of the car on the back with the swerve wheels.
Yeah, all that
on
shit.
the pocket.
But
Those are the shit.
yeah.
He was rocking those in LA Gear Street Hikers.
So the gangs was all crazy, and I met this one girl one time at a party. It was just like at a party, you know. It was her and some, but they was like gangbanger chicks, you know. But it was cool. It was like nothing like we didn't hook up or nothing. It was just a cool hang. It was cool. And so I was like, all right, you know, whatever. And the girl was like, you know, let's hang out again, blah blah. So I'm at the mall, Southland Mall.
Southland?
Yeah, and you used to go by Olga's Kitchen.
Legendary back in the day.
Where the water fountain was by Olga's Kitchen.
Right. Oh, you was doing it big back then.
Right. So I'm walking through the mall. Like I was going by the fucking, I don't remember what store was over that way. Oak Tree or some shit. It was like old school shit. Y'all don't know about that. Look it up. It was an old school gear like fucking Timberland type shit. It was Oak Tree. It was like a store in Southland. Shout out to Oak Tree. Like Steve Cavaricci's and shit. Rest in peace. All that shit. But so I was like walking out of there or something, grabbing some gear. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, I saw some girls from school, you know, from high school. And I'm like talking to them for a minute. We're all walking. It was like me and like 3 of my buddies. And so we're all talking with these girls. And all of a sudden, these girls in overalls, and the fucking overalls are shorts. Remember everybody used to wear the overalls and the one strap and all that shit? And they come over there with the fucking super dark lipstick on their lips. You know, they was cholas looking. But they wasn't even Mexican, but that's just the way they all gangbanged. So they came running up on us and shit, and they were like, who are these fucking girls you're talking to? And blah, blah. And I'm like, these are my friends from school. What are you talking about? So these girls left us, like, just left us. It was like we were like in a desert in the mall. Like, not even people walked near us when these girls were yelling. It was like you were it's like looking for like the Clint Eastwood music again, and like fucking dust bunnies to go by. We're like by Olga's Kitchen. Yeah, like it used to be Hudson's and shit. It wasn't even fucking, what's it called now? Macy's.
It
was like Hudson's. So it was like the water fountain, Olga's Kitchen, and Hudson's. I was like, I'm almost free because you used to park right there to avoid that big parking lot. You know what I'm saying? So you could get out. So,
at the corner, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was almost there, and she was like, you know, jumping in my face and all this, and she had a big girl with her, another girl that was like, they looked like they was just ready to fight.
D. Like that baby
For
D.
real. And back in the day, they used to go to like Gibraltar. Remember Gibraltar's?
Yeah.
And they moved there somewhere else, not close to us no more. But
They
everybody used to wear like fucking like 4 or 5 ringers on all the fingers, you know, ring all them cheap gold, all that Gibraltar gold. Everybody used to call it Gibraltar gold. You got that G gold. It was that Gibraltar gold, dude.
Gold on the road.
Yeah. So
give me 18 inches.
So they were like had all these things sticking out and all these spinny wheel fucking tents and shit. Like they're ready to just punch us and shit with these rings on. And the girl comes at me like to really hit me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna hit a woman, but she's like attacking me. I grab her overalls and turn and fling her into the water fountain at Olga's. And that's all I did. But my boy Tone, Big Tone, my man was just like man punching these girls. He was like holding one in the air and he was like pang, pang, ping, and using like the fucking other one like the ping pong or whatever that paddle ball shit. He was like ting, 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 fucking hitting the other big girls. Like I was like, holy crap. And he, you know, it was bananas. But I threw the one girl in the water and he was just like hitting them and I just ran. So he followed us and we all ran out of there. And it was scary as hell. But my man was teeing off. Big Tone was teeing off.
Hey, I couldn't.
He did it. He went there. Big Tone. Hey, they swung on him, dude. He had a big cut on his cheek from one of them. Like I said, they had like a big circus tent.
Yeah, when
rings
Rocky,
used to like.
Yeah, when the Rocky movie cut.
It was like a fucking roller coaster would go up and down the track on the rings. Remember all that weird shit that brought that G Gold?
He said your boy Tone was in there like, cut me, Mick.
Yeah, cut me.
Cut me, Mick.
She fucking, I guess she hit him because I didn't see it. Like I said, I was too busy ninja throwing the one girl in the water.
He said ninja throw. He's like, he hit him with the Fred Flintstone. Like, how'd you touch it? Ha!
Yeah, I was like, whoa! I just fucking threw it in the water, splashed like crazy. I turned around, my boy's like, ting, 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 and I just fucking ran. I'm like, boom, and he just, everybody was with me when I turned back.
I'm like, I don't be with that shit at all. Like, like, do not put your motherfucking hands on me, bro.
Yep, that was the '90s. He straight up played ping pong or paddle ball.
He said paddle ball. I had
Yep.
like,
Oh, he had got in trouble. He did the time and all that kind of stuff. But man, it was crazy.
Fuck all that.
While we ran like gazelles.
He said ran like gazelles.
Because they played security footage and all that. We had to go. We all were there. And I was like, damn. I was like, I clearly protected myself, Your Honor.
He's like,
I ninja flipped her into the water.
Right. He's like, she had to go purify herself in the lake Minnetonka.
You can clearly see I sidestepped. And her momentum.
He's like, it's called judo, Your Honor. I used her energy against her.
It was before mixed martial arts.
Like Jeet Kune Do, bitch. Jeet Kune Do, that's that Bruce Lee. For real.
Yep.
Bro, we didn't talk about bootios, fish rapes.
That was a great time.
Dude.
And
this has been one wild ass episode.
That's
And
right.
we ain't done.
yes,
Shit ain't over yet.
we are done.
It's like, and scene.
Yes, if you guys enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. You can do it.
Yes, please do that. And we're here every Wednesday and Saturday. And this has been another episode of
Meant to Bet.
That's right, humans. Till next time, humans.
Keep
See
it
ya.
real. Deuces.